right, first up, whether you prefer a hammock, a lawn chair, or a beach towel, our next guest has the best books for summer reading. Yeah. And it's hot. We just determined.
Yeah,
reading
guys
is sexy.
who read, that's hot. Carole Barrowman is back. She is an author, professor, and she writes reviews for the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. So we're excited to get to your recommendations, but we have to throw out some other stuff first.
Yeah.
But
Good morning.
Sexy skill or hobby, you shouted out reading.
I did.
I find that attractive?
I think a guy lounging around reading is very sexy.
It is because it's intelligent and...
Yeah, especially if he's naked.
Yeah, hot. Super hot. He doesn't have to be Carole, but he can be.
I was thinking about my husband. How about that?
Right, that's what we thought.
What the saying is what? Even if you're on a diet, you can still look at the menu.
I am not dead yet. I may be in my 50s, but I'm not dead yet.
I like it. All right, well, so a couple things.
Plays
starting
an
with,
instrument.
I
think that's sexy.
Like the saxophone?
Yep.
Honestly, my husband, when I first saw him, he was playing a harmonica, and he had really long hair and...
Really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
I did not know that. I've never
very
heard that
sexy.
before.
Yes,
That's cute.
Yeah.
We're going to throw my dad under the bus
We
today
are.
because
Good.
he's out of town at his high school reunion
Good.
with my mom because they went to high school together. So we can just say whatever we want about him. And the thing is...
Because he can't watch this online later.
No, he can't get the copy of this at all.
He reads the ending of every book before he starts it, and if he doesn't like the ending, he'll take the book back to the library.
Oh my gosh, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Nails on a chalkboard.
That's wild. Is this a thing?
Yes, I actually have a very dear friend, Chris, who does the same thing. It drives me nuts. I've known her forever, and she still reads the end of a book. Writers sweat blood on their computer to create an ending that fits all the patterns and all the little clues that you set up all the way along. And you go to the last few pages. Molly's dad. Don't do it.
Tom.
Stop it.
What about, on that note, how many pages into a book will you wait to make a decision about? Because he'll go 50 pages.
And
if he's not grooving on it, it goes back to the library.
Well, and I think 50 pages from the front end is better than 50 pages from the back end. I actually am the same way. I just get too many books sent to me to think about for reviewing. If it's not compelling in a variety of ways, I have a list, then it's done. I just can't. Life is too short for bad books and bad wine. So I just can't. I can't.
Bad friends.
Bad friends. And get rid of all that stuff. I just can't. And it's not just it's a bad book. It might be a book that just doesn't speak to me. And so, someone else might really like it. But, I have a lot of people that trust my judgment now over the years. And they'll say, well, if Carole likes this, I'm going to like this. So I feel like a real responsibility of people that I know pay attention to my reviews. Even our viewers who say, oh, you suggested these 3 books and they were great. Do you have other kinds of suggestions?
Well, and to extend my dad in Olive Branch, he trusts your reviews.
Yes, he does.
The books that you were like, especially mysteries, thrillers, he's totally into.
He's gonna love a few that are on my list this time
And summer
around.
reading is important, right?
Summer reading is so important, and especially for kids. And I know every summer when I do this little segment, I spend a lot of time talking about parents. You've got to let your kids read a lot this summer, as much as you can. A child in grade school can lose almost 2 grades worth of reading if they don't do any of it.
Just over the summer.
Amazing. There's this Did You Know from the Barbara Bush Foundation for Family Literacy that you shared with us that is worth reading because it says reading aloud builds a strong vocabulary. Researchers have found that children's books contain as many as 50% more rare words than the average primetime television show, and children are more likely to ask the definition of a word while being read to by a parent.
I think it's so important, and you know that I highly recommend picture books for siblings to read to each other for this very reason. A child is going to stop you and say, Mom, I don't know what that means, or you might just naturally work it into the conversation. This is what this word means. Reading aloud is as important. And I even think audiobooks. If you have an older, like a more reluctant reader who's got an iPod or an iPad, get them some audiobooks this summer. I think that's an awesome, you're still processing and thinking and making patterns and connections critically, no matter what it is.
We only have about 2 minutes to get through all these books. So the first one is Drama by Raina, and I don't know how to say her last name. This is for 8 to 12-year-olds.
This is actually, they're sort of graphic novels, but they're lively and interesting. They're set in a middle school gate for boys and girls.
Is it positive?
They're very positive. They're funny. The main character in this book is wants to run the school musical like it's a Broadway production.
Is her name Callie?
Her name is Callie.
I love that. My oldest named Callie.
And so it's a great book, and it's lots of action, and I think it would be a great summer read. And she's got a whole series that are hugely popular. I just discovered her. I know some viewers have probably been interested in her before. I think her name is Telegemeyer.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it, but she's
Luckiest
awesome.
Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll.
This is my pick. A few summers ago, I picked the Gillian Flynn book as the Gone Girl, as the crazy book that everybody's going to talk about. I think this is going to be it for the Luckiest Girl. Awesome thriller, twisted narrator. Love it. Love it. Really going to be a popular pick, I think, this summer.
The next one, Dead Wake, The Last Crossing of Lusitania.
The Lusitania.
Lusitania. My goodness.
Yes. See
all these words you need pronunciation on?
We need to start reading aloud to you.
Yes.
This is my nonfiction pick. It reads like a novel. It's for people that like to read a little bit about history, and if you're into ships. And I'm always aware of a lot of our viewers want books for their husbands, and so
this is a good one.
This is a really good guidebook if they don't want to read too much fiction.
Give them a sexy guy hobby. Kiss, Marry, Kill. I heard about this game.
Yeah, but it's the other way. It's Marry, Kiss, Kill.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who would you want to marry? Who would you want to kiss? Who would you want to kill? The writer of this book used to write for sitcoms on TV. She's a Frasier writer. Oh my gosh, I had to stop every now and then. I'm laughing so hard. It's a great mystery. It's not dark. It's hilarious. Oh my gosh, it's perfect.
We play this game all the time.
Yes. Oh man, yeah. Marry, only but the words changed
a
little bit.
The words do change a little bit.
Kiss is the word that's changed to something else.
Yes. But it's a great summer read and hilarious. If you like sitcom humor, there's like one-liners punching all the way through this book.
Finders Keepers by Stephen King. This is a new one from him?
This is his new one. I've been reviewing him regularly for the Minneapolis paper, and I have not been happy really with him. I think he has been needing an editor to cut some of his work, but who's going to cut Stephen King's words?
Right.
This one I loved. I really liked it. I thought it was very compelling and interesting. It's about a distorted relationship between an author and his a criminal who gets a hold of a lost manuscript. It's much more hard-boiled and violence than horror.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just had a list that came out with your 100 best reads for the summer.
Jim Higgins, the editor at the Journal Sentinel. He compiles at the beginning of the summer 100 best books. If you cannot find a great book or 2 or 3 in this list, I'm coming to talk to you.
That is scary.
Yep, you heard it here. Here's where you can find out more about Carole. It's CaroleBarrowman.com, all those social media apps as well. And right now she brought along that biggest summer read that she thinks is going to be the next big hit. It's Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll. Call us right now to win a copy at 414-799-4444. Caller number 8 will win Luckiest Girl Alive.
I might even still have some notes in here. So
cool. People get your notes?
Yeah, sometimes.
Cool.
I don't remember if I wrote in this one or not.
Thanks, Carole.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Great to see you as always.